Let's give number 17 a go. Now it looks like the equations are getting longer, but the process is still the same. Let's tighten it up on the left side here. Look what we've got. We've got 5t's, then we're going to add 2, so we're up to 7. And then we subtract 6, so 7t's minus 6t's, right? Is that what you're saying? I've got 5t's, I add 2, so now I'm at 7. Then I subtract 6 of them, so I'm just at 1t, or just t. So let's just write t, and we still have that plus 6, right? We still have the plus 6, equals, now 6 plus 6 on the right side, right? 6 plus 6, that's just 12. This collapsed pretty quickly. So now, here's what we're going to do. We've got plus 6. Let's get rid of the plus 6 by subtracting 6. So we will have t plus 6 minus 6 equals 12 minus 6. There's 0, so we'll get t equals 6. And we've got that equation solved. Number 18, look at all these x's we've got on the left side. We have these, not that many. Actually, how many x's do we have? We've got 10 and 4 more. 10 x's and 4 x's, well, that's 14 x's. And then what about constants? We've got a 2, and then we're going to add 5. So 2 and 5, we've got 7. So that left side collapses to 14x plus 7 equals 13x plus 3. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to write everything now. I'm just going to do it. Look what we've got. An equation with x's on both sides. I've got 14x's over here, 13x's over here. I've got more x's on the left side than I do on the right side. So I'm going to get all the x's on the left side. So let's eliminate these. I've got 13 over here. So here's my plan. I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 13x. Now, instead of writing it, I mean, we could. I'll write it this time. It's going to look like this. 14x plus 7 minus 13x equals 13x plus 3 minus 13x. Now, here's what we would get. 14x minus 13x, that's just one x, so just x plus 7 equals 13x minus 13x. Those x's are gone, and we're just left with a 0, which is 3. Now, what I'm going to do from now on, and this is going to be pretty common, is that we're just going to think this. I'm up here. I'm going to get the x's on the left side, so I'm going to subtract 13x. Let's just do it. We don't need to write all this. This is maybe what's in our head. But I'm just going to go from here and in my head subtract 13x. So it's going to look like this. Let's get rid of that. Here's what it would look like. 14x minus 13x is just x. And then I have the plus 7. 13x minus 13x is just 0 x's, so I get the 3. Now, that takes us right to here. We're going to solve this equation by subtracting 7. So in my head, what I'm thinking now is I'm going to subtract 7. That's 7 right there. So let's just do it. So what I'll get here is x plus 7 minus 7. That's just x. 7 minus 7 is x equals 3 minus 7, negative 4. Problem number 19, we've got this quantity. We're going to subtract this quantity. Now, here's a set of parentheses preceded by no sign. So we can just remove the set of parentheses. It's just like a 1 here, so I've just got one of these. So we're going to write, if I can, I'm going to write 7y plus 8. And now, this set of parentheses is preceded by a negative sign, a minus sign in this case. So really I've got minus 1 of these. So I'm going to subtract the whole thing. So I have to distribute that minus sign all the way through. So I'm going to subtract all of this. So I subtract each and every individual item. So I'm going to, every number. So I'll get negative 7 minus 6y, and that's equal 4, right? So right here, you can see I'm going to get negative 7 right there, and then change this sign, right? Minus 6. I have to distribute that minus sign through. Minus a positive is a negative. And now that leaves us here. 7y minus 6y is just a y, and then 8 minus 7 is a 1. That's equal to 4. And now what I'm going to do, of course, is to subtract 1. So I'm just going to do that here. What I'm thinking is this. Don't have to write this, but I'll say it here so you can see what we're going to do. I'm going to subtract 1, so I'll get y plus 1 minus 1 equals 4 minus 1. So we'll get y equals 3. And here in number 20, we're going to have to use the distributive property. We're going to distribute this 2 all the way throughout. We've got 2 of these. So I've got a b plus 4, and then I've got another b plus 4. So you can kind of see it here, can't you? We've got 2 of times 2 of these. So I got a b plus 4, but then I have another one. So I got a b plus 4 and a b plus 4. So really what I've got here, 2 b's plus 8, right? If we multiply through, we're going to get 2 times b right here. 2 times positive 4 is positive 8. And then over here, here's a set of parentheses preceded by a negative sign, a minus sign. So really, I got a 1 out here, so I'm multiplying through by negative 1. Negative 1 times 9 is negative 9. And then negative 1 times b, negative 1 times positive b is negative b. It's all equal to negative 3. 2 b's minus a b, 2 of them minus 1 of them is just a b. And then 8 minus 9 is minus 1 equals negative 3. Minus 1, you know what we're going to do. We're going to add 1. So now I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to add 1 to both sides. So I'll get b, and then I'm thinking negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So I get b equals, now on the right side, negative 3 plus 1, negative 3 plus 1, negative 2. Problem number 21 tells us we should multiply through here by 7 and over here by negative 20. Let's do it. So 7 times negative 3x is negative 21x, and then 7 times 1 is 7. That's going to be equal to, now multiply through here, negative 20 times x, negative 20x, and then negative 20 times 1 is minus 20. Now let's see what we've got. Got x's on both sides. I've got negative 21 over here and negative 20 over here. Like on the left side, we're down 21. On the right side, we're down only 20. In a sense, I've got more over here, right? I'm down fewer here. So I'm going to get all the x's on the right side. What I'm going to do is, what? I'm going to add 21x. You know what? It's been a while, so let's say what we're going to do. We're going to add 21x. Let's write it this time. So we'll get negative 21x plus 7. Now I'm going to add 21x equals negative 20x minus 20, and then I'm going to add that 21x. So negative 21x plus 21x, no more x's. We're left with that 7 equals, now negative 20 plus 21 leaves us with a 1. So we've got 1x. So I have 1x, I'll just write x minus 20. And now I'm sure you know what to do here. What are you going to do? Get rid of that 20. It's minus 20, so we're going to add 20. So here's the plan. We're going to add 20, write that one right there. So since we're writing this one all the way out, let's write it. We'll get 7 plus 20 equals x minus 20 plus 20. We'll get 27 is equal to negative 20 plus 20 is 0. We're just going to be left with x. So there we go. X is 27. And we've got the equation solved. Let's take a look at 22. Look at all this stuff on the left side, and it's all equal to negative 1. So why don't we clean this up over here? Let's tighten it up. Let's multiply through, right? We're going to multiply through by 3, multiply through by 3 again, and then we're going to multiply through by negative 4. So let's do that. So we will get 3 times 6x is 18x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And then the second one, we'll get 3 times 13, all right, that's plus 39. And then 3 times negative 3x is negative 9x. Over here, we'll get negative 4 times 2x is negative 8x. And then negative 4 times positive 1 is negative 4. That's all equal to negative 1. Now, let's count up the x's on this side here, the left side. How many do we have? We got 18. Then we subtract 9. So we're down 18 of them minus 9 of them is 9. 18 minus 9 is 9. So we're at 9x's. And then we subtract 8. So 9x's minus 8x is just x. So we're just left with an x over here. Let's just be sure we see that. All right, here's what we're doing. I'm going to kind of push this in here. Look at the x's. Right here we've got 18 of them. Okay, I'm just kind of looking to see what the x's are. I've got 18 here, then I subtract 9, so then I subtract 9, and then I subtract 8 of them. So I'm just counting the x's now, so minus 8 of them. These are all the x's. So I've got 18 minus 9, right? 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 minus 8 is just 1. So I've got 1x on the left side. And then, what else on that left side? We've got negative 12 plus 39. Or 39 minus 12 looks like 27. So there's a plus 27 here. Oh, and then I forgot that 4 over there. I didn't see that 4. So we better try that again. What have we got? We have negative 12 and 39, 27, and then I subtract 4. So really I've got 23, right? Negative 12, I add 39. 39 minus 12 is 27, and 27 minus 4 is 23. Let's get them all. Plus 23, and that's all equal to negative 1. And now we know what to do. We're going to subtract 23. So if we do that, let's just do it this time. Subtract 23 on the left side, x plus 23. Subtract 23, we're left with x. On the right side, we're down 1. We subtract 23 more, we're down 24. Negative 1 minus 23 is negative 24. That equation's solved.